Of that.
I know.
Okay.
How do we start these things?
Scoot over.
I don't even know. How do we start these things? Okay. I still don't know how to begin these things. We're starting.
Begin.
So, for this week, this is week 2, we are, we're just brainstorming in here. And I think that's like a really big part of it all, is just like
I know, not
figuring out, what you got to do next. I mean, there's all these things that we have to do, and then we begin to work through that problem, but then we're like, oh shoot, well we got to think about this and this.
Yeah,
so
then we gotta do this, then we gotta do this,
So initially we came in here to think about insulating it. Finishing the walls, insulating with Reflectix, if we're gonna use spray foam, if we're just gonna use regular batted insulation.
But we've changed gears. So now we're gonna finish, well first we're gonna spatially mark out with this blue tape where everything's going, first off. Hopefully this week we can get the ceiling structured, because we eventually want to put solar panels and a roof rack up there, and right now there's no support. And then what was the other thing we were gonna do?
Then we're gonna stud it out. So
with that being said, we're gonna start marking this out. Just get an idea.
Yeah.
And then we'll figure out where to go next.
Yeah.
We changed our mind. We're insulating. We're too impatient for this.
Spray foaming it. You have to be very careful with this stuff though.
Yeah, tell them about it.
It's really sticky. It expands a lot, so you don't want to overspray it.
That's all he did.
But what's really nice about it is that you can always cut it out if you spray too much. But it can be intimidating stuff. I mean, I've used a lot of spray foam with windows, but I've never used this door or wall and floor. So I'm not exactly sure how much I need to spray, so I'm kind of playing it safe right now by just not spraying too much. Obviously, doesn't look like I've done much at all, but I still have plenty of foam in the canister. So yeah, we're just gonna keep at it.
Tell them which one you used.
So yeah, we are using the Great Stuff Pro wall and floor. You can buy a gun with it. You can either get the cans that have the little nozzle already on it, or that comes with it. But the nozzle spray, you can't really adjust how much you're spraying, so I highly recommend getting a gun with it. It's a little more of an investment, but it's worth it. So one thing I really like about using spray foam is that you can ensure that you're covering all of the gaps and cracks in your vehicle. I mean, obviously it should be sealed up from the outside and paint, but you just never know. And so where there's those little, little tiny cracks that you can't get to with a batted insulation or a foam board, with spray foam, it's gonna seal it all up.
I just wanted to hop on here, kind of update you guys. It's been a really slow week because John has been working, so it's been kind of slow because I've been having to do everything this week. But I did get some stuff done. So, got the carpet in. I was gonna wait to do this in case it got dirty, but then I thought, forget it. Why not, So I cut that out. I didn't record any of that because it's kind of self-explanatory. I used the mats from the old carpet and then just put it on the back of this carpet and traced it. But I do have a tip for you guys. Don't ever buy new carpet. Go to the carpet store and ask to go look at their remnant section. We have a really good one here in Lincoln called Carpetland, and I'm talking thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of carpet rolls. I got this whole roll of carpet, which I was able to make another rug out of for $15. Yeah, basically it's just old inventory of carpet that they have, and they need to get rid of it because nobody's going to buy it, so it's perfect for things like this. Even for your rugs at home, anything that you need carpet for, the remnant section of Carpetland, whatever carpet company you go to. Yeah, so then what I did was I put this insulation, this is just normal, I don't know what you call it, but housing insulation in all of the doors here. So I took off all the paneling, I had to unscrew everything, took all the old insulation out, and then I put all new insulation in, so we should be good. So I did it on those doors, that one, along with those two in the back. Another thing I got done, so I used the extra reflectors here, and I made what are going to be like our kind of window shades. So I just cut it to the form, and then what we'll do is, so I did it for all 3 windows, but here's the extra, and that's how we'll store it. Eventually I'm going to cover these with fabric, so it's not just like this glowing silver thing in the window, but I'll probably do like a dark gray or something so it looks like we tinted our windows. But that way we have the versatility of open windows or closed windows for A, light, and then B, for keeping it cooler / keeping heat in. What are you doing?
Okay, so I'm filling most of these voids, well, all of the voids, with a spray foam. But the thing is, this is a different spray foam. This is more for bigger gaps. Oops. It's called Fill and Seal, and it has a really expansive property. So I can spray this void, and you can see it's coming out right at the bottom. Well, after about an hour, this whole thing should be pretty much filled up with this spray foam, and you'll even see more of it coming out. So we took the route of spray foaming pretty much this layer all the way down. I know over there we sealed up the entire paneling, but we decided to go with this route because it would be really difficult to seal up all these funky cutouts with just like a fiberglass insulation, and it would take too much insulation spray foam to get the entire panel. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just leave this spray foam fill in the rest of the gaps with the stuff that we have, but we'll take the fiberglass insulation, stuff it up in here, and just put one long piece all the way throughout. Tip when using something like this, fill and seal or just like a gap filler, see how it's coming out of the bottom here? Well, it's gonna constantly expand, and if you just spray it all at once into the bottom, it'll all fall down, and then most of your spray foam might end up coming out of these holes that we have. So instead what we did is we sprayed it, got a good base layer, and then let it set up for 5 or 10 minutes, and then go in on top of that to just keep stacking it. So you're not just, letting all the spray foam come out of these holes. I mean, it's inevitable, it's gonna happen. But if you can mitigate that problem, you'll be using less spray foam, fill and seal. So just a little tip on that.